As part of the Share Your Story project at Volunteering SA&NT, some dedicated volunteers from the City of Holdfast Bay transport team talked to us about their volunteering.
I started volunteering 7 years ago when I retired. I decided that I would spend the first year trying different things and seeing which ones appealed to me, and I gave myself permission to like something or not like something. And a friend of mine mentioned working for the Holdfast Bay Council, and driving the buses, and because I had my bus licence, I thought that would be a great thing to do. I do lots of different volunteering, and I've tried, so I've now stuck with the things that I really like doing.
Just prior to that, Alwindor had developed a resident choir, which was made up of about 2 or 3 residents and me. So I continued that role after my wife died, and one of the ladies there said, "You should become a volunteer." And I wasn't really interested in anything else other than providing transport, so taking people to appointments, etc. And that developed into some regular ones that I take shopping. I believe very strongly in people being able to stay in their own homes as long as they possibly can, so I'm happy that I'm able to help the ones in that area.
Found a role straight away. So I do assisting on the transport buses with the lovely ladies and gentlemen that go on the bus shopping, etc. And I also do personal transport, taking lovely clients to various appointments and medical. So I've found it very fulfilling and I absolutely love it.
Again, there's lots of other things that you can volunteer for that are sort of short term. For example, I have been helping out with the Tour Down Under for a few years, and the sculptures here in Brighton, sort of do a few shifts with that. But they're sort of short-term things which it's really interesting to get involved in, know how they operate, but they're short-term, so you don't have to commit forever.
It doesn't have to be a full-time commitment. It can be just one run a week. And if you want to go on holidays, the system allows that you can get out the door, say, "Gerard, I'm not going to be here for a month," and he'll find somebody else to cover your run. But that very much acknowledges that we are volunteers and have our own lives ahead of volunteering as well.
I just found the coordinator here at the council invaluable. I knew I wanted to volunteer, but I actually didn't know what I wanted to do. So it was that conversation that helped me, and I actually tried a few different things before I landed on what I'm doing now. The relationships are very important. I know that we have drivers for the council that do regular runs, and they get very close to their regular pickups. It becomes a very personal relationship.
I've been retired from paid work for about 20 years now. The first few years I did the garden and we travelled quite a bit. And then I asked myself the question, so what do I want to do with the rest of my life? And I thought, well, I'll try volunteering. And I tried a few different things. And I finished up one of my main roles we're talking about today is as a bus driver. And I had this sense that I'm paying this forward. I enjoy driving. I had a friend who was actually involved in the program, and they said, "Look, we're a bit short of drivers, what about coming out?" So that was 11 or 12 years ago now, and I love it.
Enormous thanks to Dean, Sue, Jane, Audrey, Angelica, David and Gay for sharing their thoughts on volunteering. And we're very grateful to Angelique Williams and Gerard Ali from the City of Holdfast Bay.